Hello there. This is a Chisara 1K. This is my Klaus straight. I have one layer of tape on the razor. We're going to set a bevel, and this razor is shave ready. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take this glass so that now we know it won't cut anything. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when you start honing anything, particularly a straight razor, these are splash and go stones. I've got a Toma 140 plate here. You want to flatten the plate well. Now this is more than you would normally have to do. Usually what I do is, excuse me, and I don't do a lot of flattening. What I'll do is I'll flatten the stone after I get done honing on it, and it'll take 4 or 5 passes, 5-6 passes with that 140 Toma, and it'll be done. I'm going to leave the slurry on because I believe that it helps it cut more evenly. Not better or more, but just evenly, because the slurry is the same grit rating as the stone is. And when it rolls over the bevel, in my opinion, I think it helps it cut more smoothly. But to set a bevel on a razor in good condition, it just needs a bevel set. Place the razor on the stone, both the spine and the edge, touching the stone, and draw it straight across with a diagonal motion like that. You can lead with the heel. Sometimes I will rest a finger here or a thumb here just to kind of balance things. I'm not using any pressure or anything of the sort. What I am doing is putting a very light amount of torque to the edge, and what that means is I'm not lifting the spine off the razor, the spine and the edge. This spine is what gives you your angle at the edge. So I'm not lifting that spine off. But what I'm doing is with my mind, I'm concentrating on the edge of this razor, and as I move forward with my hand, I'm moving it in such a way that it kind of feels like I'm trying to take a very thin slice off of the top of that stone. I'm not, but it kind of feels like that. That's kind of, a lot of it is a mental game. You know, if you concentrate your mind and your hand to feeling that edge. See, that's the thing. You're not removing the spine off of the blade off of the stone at any time, but you're concentrating on how the edge of the razor feels as it passes the very edge of the razor, as it passes across that stone. This will do a couple of things. First of all, it will concentrate your honing more to that edge than to the but it will also help you develop feel, because a lot of what honing is about technique that people can't really teach you. I can't teach you feel. I can teach you all the mechanics of honing a razor, but I can't teach you feel. And if you learn early on to pay attention to how the edge feels as it moves along the stone, you'll be a lot better off. Because the thing of it is, and one other thing, the stabilizer here, I'm not honing that. I'm laying it so that stabilizer is off of the stone, and where the cutting edge starts is what is touching the stone there. But if you develop that habit of feeling what the edge feels like, you'll also very quickly feel if there's anything foreign underneath the edge of the blade. You'll very quickly feel if there's any kind of unevenness or some kind of funny something going on along the edge. And it's just something that you should constantly be doing when you're learning to hone a straight razor throughout all the stages of honing, so that you know what's going on along that edge. Razor's close, but no bevel set yet. And there's no set number. I don't even know how many passes I'm doing. Generally what I start out with is 40 passes at a time. Check. 40 passes, check. 40 passes, check. But I've gotten to the point now where I don't worry too much about how many passes I make. I'm paying attention to the edge of this razor and how it feels. When I pass it across this stone. And as you learn what feel is like, you'll also feel sometimes, depending on the stone that you're using, you'll feel the edge smooth out. But if you're just starting, do 40 passes, check, 40 passes, check, till you get a set bevel. Wet your thumb. Not quite. What you're looking for is you're not putting any pressure on that, but to check to see if a bevel is set, you'll lay the razor here, no pressure, and pull it forward. What you want to feel is the blade grabbing smoothly into the thumbnail. If it grabs here and doesn't grab there, slips then slides there, or if it's bumpy, if it grabs and then it slips and it grabs and then it slips, then your bevel's not fully set along the whole length of the razor. If you get a little bumpy, kind of rough kind of feeling, then you've got chips or some kind of imperfection along the edge of the razor that needs to be addressed. You should take out a loop. You need to buy you a loop. You should take a loop and look at that edge and see what's going on. And take steps to rectify whatever the issue is. I'll move that hand out of the way for you so you can see a little bit better. I didn't realize until I looked how difficult it was for you to see what I was doing. What I'm doing, I know you can't see, I'm seeing how the razor cuts hair, and this razor is cutting hair all along the edge. That bevel's set. What I'm going to do, since I did a thumbnail test, I'm going to do about 20 or 30 more passes on this stone. To rectify anything my nail might have done to that edge. Once you have the bevel set, the thumbnail test is never used again on that razor. You might use a thumb pad test, but never the thumbnail. Another tip, if you can see, I don't know if you can, but you can watch how the water moves. See how it's rolling up the entire length of that blade? That's what you're looking for. Beautiful. All right. And what I'm going to do, some people flatten before. What I do, is flatten it after I hone. That way when I put the stone away and pull it out again, it's ready to go. I don't have to lap it or anything like that. Alright, that's setting a bevel on a 1K stone. The next we'll move up to 4K mid-range. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.